we have learned that pronouns are words which are used in place of nouns to avoid repetition. Now let us learn some more pronouns. So this is a scene from Ranveer's classroom. The teacher said to Ranveer, Ranveer did not perform well in the exam. Ranveer should pay attention. So we see that this noun Ranveer is repeated again and again, and we need to use a pronoun in place of Ranveer. Now over here the teacher is speaking and she is referring to Ranveer. So she is talking to Ranveer and she is referring to Ranveer. So Ranveer is the person spoken to, and the pronoun used for the person spoken to is you. Y-O-U. You did not perform well in the exam. You should pay attention. So you is the pronoun used for the person spoken to. So when I am speaking to someone and I want to refer to him, then the pronoun which I will use is you. So in this case, teacher will not say Ranveer did not perform well in the exam. She will say you did not perform well in the exam. In fact, we never use the name of the person whom we speak to. We always refer to him as you. Now in this case, the teacher said to Shruti, Shruti did well in the exam, but Shruti can do even better. So now I need to replace Shruti by a pronoun. Once again, the teacher is the speaker and this is Shruti, that is the person spoken to. And what is the pronoun that we just learned for the person spoken to? It is you. So you did well in the exam, but you can do even better. So we see that you is not just used for the masculine gender or boys or males, but it is also used for the feminine gender. That is when we want to refer to girls or females. So you is used both for masculine and feminine gender. So you is used for the person spoken to. That is when the speaker wants to refer to the person spoken to, which is the second person. So the person spoken to is the second person, and it is used for singular. That is when the person spoken to is just one person. So we use the pronoun you. You is a personal pronoun. What is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is a pronoun that refers to a particular person, group or thing. It is called a pronoun because it takes the place of a noun in a sentence. Now can you answer this? Raja was talking a lot in the class. The teacher said to Raja, Dash are very talkative. So what does the teacher want to say? The teacher wants to say that Raja is very talkative. Now the teacher is talking to Raja. So Raja is the person spoken to, and I know that the pronoun used for the person spoken to is you. So the answer will be you are very talkative. Now if you see, this are is a plural verb, but Raja is singular. Even though I am referring to one single person, Raja, I am using the verb are, a plural verb. But whenever I use you, I should always use the verb are. Only plural verbs are used after you. Now the teacher said to Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten, Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten should sit on the first bench. Now in this case, the teacher is the speaker and she is talking to these three boys, Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten, and she is referring to them. when she is saying this sentence, Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten should sit on the first bench. Now, in this case, what is the pronoun that I can use? This is plural and the teacher is speaking to them. The pronoun used here is, once again, you. So the pronoun used here is the same as that of singular. So when I am referring to the person spoken to, the singular and plural pronouns are the same. It's you in both the cases. So you should sit on the first bench means Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten should sit on the first bench. Now the teacher said to Ranveer, Dhruv and Hiten, Ranveer, Shruti and Abir should sit on the first bench. So the teacher is talking to these three people, but she is referring to these three people. So Ranveer is one of them and she is talking to Ranveer along with others, but Shruti and Abir are not present here. So can she use you over here? So can you be used? No, you cannot be used over here because Shruti and Abir are not present here. The teacher is not talking to Shruti and Abir. So you includes the people with whom I am talking. So you does not include others. So even if one of them is here, even if the teacher is talking to one of them, but since Shruti and Abir are not here, I cannot use a you here. So you refers to the people spoken to. That is second person plural. So now let us take a look at these two examples. In this case, this boy is telling to his friend, Dash are a nice person. So he is talking to one person and referring to him. So the pronoun used will be you. For second person, that is the person spoken to, and singular because we have person. And over here, he is talking to many of his friends. So the pronoun used here will once again be you because these are the people spoken to. He is talking to these people and there is more than one person. It is plural. So for singular as well as plural, for second person, we use the same pronoun, that is you. Now Sachin blamed Simran for breaking his toy. Sachin told Simran, Dash broke my toy. So Sachin told Simran, Simran broke my toy. But when I am talking to a person, I don't call out his name or her name. I use a pronoun. The pronoun used for second person or the person spoken to is you. So Sachin told Simran, you broke my toy. So now can you answer this? Neetu loves her mother and father a lot. Neetu tells her parents, Dash are the world's best parents. So Neetu is talking to her parents. She is talking to two people and she is referring to them. The pronoun used for second person plural is you. So whenever we are referring to the person spoken to, that is the second person, we actually don't need to see whether it is singular or plural or masculine or feminine. The pronoun used in all the cases will be you. So whenever it is one person or it's more than one person, a boy or a girl, irrespective, the pronoun used is you. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.